All right. So again, we just covered Pete Armstrong and Alexander Canario. The next guy worth bringing up in the Cubs system is obviously Matt Shaw. He was the first round pick for the Cubs just last season. He is only 22 years old, and yet he's already at Double A and hitting incredibly well to start the season.
His stats are nothing short of incredible. I mean, in just his 2024 MILB season, he's had only 25 at-bats, but within those 25 at-bats, he's had 10 hits. So that's close to 50% of the time that he's heading up to the plate, he's getting hits. I mean, that's pretty good stats on its own.
Yeah, I mean, his on base percentage is 560 right now. I mean, he's getting on base over half the time he shows up to the plate. It's incredible. His OPS is 1400. He's nothing short of the best bat in the Cubs system right now, at least at Double A. And he's got three homers, he's got three stolen bases. He's playing pretty good defense. It's pretty hard to believe that he was drafted less than a year ago, but he could make his way to the majors in very short order if this keeps up.
I guess the question at hand is how does he get this good this quick? Is it just that they saw his potential when they drafted him, or is it, the Cubs training him and that made him this good? Where do you think he's getting this from?
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, he fell to them with the 13th pick, so and they took him because he was a slot bonus guy. He didn't really. If I remember correctly, his signing bonus when he was drafted wasn't above slot, so they sort of took him just because it was within the budget. Obviously, they liked him as a prospect for good reason, but I think that he as an older college bat, which is a prospect profile the Cubs have been targeting since the Theo Epstein days. They clearly liked what they saw. He's got really quick hands at the plate. He uses all fields. And again, his evolution just as, someone who works counts, who's willing to take a walk and, who drives the ball. I think that's what makes him stand out as a prospect. He's not just swinging at pitches in the zone. He's waiting for a pitch that, he knows he can attack. He knows he can do damage on. And I think that's what, is so mature about his plate approach right now.
I think the other thing to note, and if you look at it, if you look on the if you look at some of his play-by-play videos, he's very patient too. I think a lot of minor league players, especially, are so quick to kind of just swing because all they want is to just get a bite off the ball. But he's really patient. Like you said, he's okay taking the walk, but I think it does him well because he's so patient that he knows to time those home runs. It's why he keeps getting these home runs. He's okay taking the strike. He's okay taking the walk because he's waiting for that sweet spot to get that home run after home run after home run.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, his weighted runs created plus WRC, which is an advanced stat, is above 300 right now. He is literally 200% better than the average hitter at the Double A level right now. So again, it's very, very early in the season. We're recording this, or in mid-April at this point, but uh, he should be in AAA in short order. And obviously, should Christopher Morel not work at a third base, or should there be an injury in the middle infield, Matt Shaw might be at Wrigley soon enough.
Now let's talk about another Double A affiliate here, Cade Horton. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, so another Cubs first round, the Cubs first round pick before Matt Shaw back in 2022. He's also worked his way very quickly through the system. He's the Cubs' top pitching prospect. He's arguably the best pitching prospect we've had since Mark Pryor in the early 2000s. It's very impressive. How he's looked. He's thrown 8 innings this year, in just a couple starts. Again, the Cubs are working him along slowly, but he's not walking anybody. He's striking a ton of guys out. This is his profile. He's got a great fastball. He's got the best slider in the system. And as long as his changeup and curveball keep developing, he's going to be a really good starting pitcher for a long time.
In his most recent game, again, we're filming this in mid-April, but as of April 16th, he got 5 batters out in a row. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a minor league pitcher. I think, again, just like Matt Shaw is an amazing batter, I think that Cade Horton is going to be a great pitcher when it comes to the Cubs. Again, I think it's just going to be a little bit more of tailoring him as a player. And again, that's why he's in the minor leagues. He just kind of needs a little bit more time with the trainers and the coaches. But again, I think like we're talking about, we have some really good prospects on our hands when it comes to the minor leagues.
Yeah, and I'll put one last note on Horton, and you bring up, he does a great job sequencing at bats, which all that really means is from of attacking hitters' weaknesses. It's why he, when he gets 5, 6 hitters out in a row, when he's working through 3 or 4 straight perfect innings, it's because he understands, not just his strengths, which is, so many minor league pitchers do, but he understands a hitter's weakness. He's able to use that slider all over the zone. He's able to attack both edges with it. And again, his fastball works so well up in the zone because of its spin rate that it allows him to, find a hole in a hitter's swing and just continuously, routinely attack it. And because his control has been so good since the Cubs drafted him, it makes him efficient. And again, obviously, I think his next step in his development as a starter is the Cubs letting him go 5, 6 innings in a start, working his way 3 times through the order so that, by the time he comes up to the majors, he's ready to throw 150 plus innings.